Taiwan Semi reports huge revenue jumps coming up here on The Jog. Hi folks, Alex Klingelhoeffer here with Exencial Wealth Advisors. It is 7:09 here in the middle part of the country on Friday. Happy Friday to you. It is December 9th, 2022. Here's your morning jog around the economic headlines of the world. Let's start off with Taiwan Semiconductor with a huge 50% year-over-year jump in revenue. Now remember, Taiwan Semiconductor, they make really high-end chips for folks like Apple, for folks like Qualcomm. High-end chips have been in high demand, right? Apple can't make enough iPhone 14s to begin with. They need as many chips as they can get their grubby little hands on. Now, on a go-forward basis, we also saw that Taiwan Semi earlier this week announced they're going to be doubling or really tripling their capital investment in Arizona to build new plants. They continue to execute in a space where other folks are really having problems. They continue to be a best of breed. They continue to do nice things. Speaking of tech, Microsoft, now in trouble with the FTC. They've sued to block Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Now, here's the thing with Microsoft. What are they trying to get accomplished in the Activision Blizzard merger? Well, they're trying to get all of these very valuable video game franchises. Think Overwatch, think Diablo, think StarCraft that folks play day in and day out on Battle.net, which is Activision Blizzard's online service. They're trying to move those properties over to Microsoft's subscription service, Microsoft Game Pass, right? You pay a subscription, you get access to all of these games versus going and paying $60 one time and then getting to play as much as you want. So Microsoft's trying to turn those games into a subscription-based revenue model. The FTC doesn't like that. They're saying Microsoft's accumulating too much power in the video game space. Sony, of course, joining the suit, wanting to put a damper on Microsoft's plans. Ultimately, this deal was supposed to close next summer. Probably won't close till next fall or next winter, but Microsoft will likely prevail, as there isn't really much stopping this suit other than FTC saying, hey, Microsoft's becoming too big. Not really. There's plenty of video game publishers. Last but not least, before we get you off to a nice weekend, something I am keeping an eye on and have been since earlier this week. There are more than 20 oil tankers right now that are stopped from crossing the Turkish Strait, right? The Bosphorus and the Dardanelles in alphabetical order as you go from latitude, higher latitude to lower latitude. That's at least how I learned them in geography class in 7th grade. Now, why is Turkey doing that, right? They started doing this when the Russian oil price cap went in on Monday, but they're kind of allowing Russian tankers through. They're stopping tankers with Kazakh oil and asking for additional P&I insurance guarantees from property insurance carriers. Normally, you just look at the website, see what vessels are insured, and go on down the road. Now Turkey's asking for letters identifying specific ships, and once they get those letters, going through sort of a lengthy process, they're intentionally slowing down the transit of oil through their straits. The thing is, nobody really knows the end game here for Turkey, and quite frankly, the oil markets aren't really pricing this in. If Turkey starts being a major choke point for export of oil around the world, that is going to be a large issue in the oil market and could send prices spiking higher. Again, just something I'm keeping an eye on. Just something I'm keeping an eye on because this is bizarre, right? It's sort of Turkey just choking something that doesn't really need to be choked. Who knows what their end game is? Kind of weird. If you want some additional info throughout the week, feel free to find me on the internet. Until then, hope you and your family have a wonderful weekend. I'm out.